Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Matt Pfeiffer Coaching, and I'm Matt Pfeiffer. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell notification so you are notified anytime I upload a new video. Try to get them out every weekday, so 5 days a week. And today we have another great question that I'm going to go through and answer any. Here on this channel, I answer all your questions, all your burning questions about narcissism, narcissistic relationships. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be parents, it can be workplace relationships. And if you have a question, you can actually email me and I'll answer it right here on my channel. You send an email to justaskmatt@mattpfeiffercoaching.com, and I'll answer any questions that you have right here on my channel. So without further ado, let me get into today's question. I'm a giver and a people pleaser living with a narcissist husband for 20 years. We have 4 kids, 2 of which live with my mom because they couldn't deal with the manipulation. This should be a big time warning sign. Everything is always about him. He dominates, puts people down, is embarrassing to go to stores with, never has one nice thing to say about the kids, got us evicted several times. This is really bad. Is rude to people and more. I plan on leaving, but I get thrown off when he does something or says things like, I will lose my family and be alone. It hurts so much. My kids don't like me, etc. Emotions seem real. Do narcissists have emotions? The answer to that, to many people's surprise, is yes, they do. They just don't know how to regulate them very well. But with that being said, they do have an extreme lack of empathy. And that's something very important to know, because if you can't put yourself in someone else's shoes, it's very difficult to relate or even try to compromise or anything with them. So yes, they do have emotions, they don't regulate them very well, and they have a very extreme lack of empathy. And so she goes on to say, how can I not feel bad? And to answer to this question is, you may have to do this while still feeling bad. You're dealing with a lot of codependent issues. I mean, you said it right from the beginning that you're a giver and you're a people pleaser, and to the extent, to the point where you have put up with a lot of abuse, to the point where even you and your children have been evicted several times, and the abuse from this gentleman is so bad that your kids are living with your mom. At some point in time, you have to, even if you do feel bad, because you feel, to an extent, you feel responsible for him, and your identity is locked in with the toxicity of this relationship. When you're dealing with codependency at this level, you find your self-esteem in the relationship. You find your self-esteem in staying and sticking with it, even though you know that this is not healthy for you, it's not healthy for your kids, and you're also giving him way too much credit. If you just listen to your email, when you've said multiple times that he's manipulative, multiple times that your kids don't like the manipulation, multiple times that he is dominant, he puts people down, right? You didn't say the word controlling, but he obviously has a lot of controlling behaviors. You know the answer to this, right? You didn't have to write this email. I welcome your email. I don't want to, but you know the answer to this, right? The answer, you already feel it, but you need validation, which is you need outside validation, but really what you need is you need to validate yourself. I'm sure you have the feeling like you feel like you're walking on eggshells. It would be close to impossible to not feel like you're walking on eggshells after experiencing this, but you will likely have to do this likely have to leave despite feeling bad, despite feeling like you are responsible for him or any of these. And the other thing is that you're giving him way too much credit. You've already said that he's manipulative, that you said that he's rude to people, all these things, yet you still believe that when he tells you that you're going to lose your family, you're giving him way too much power, way too much control. And I get it, I understand. You guys have been together for 20 years and you have given over power for 20 years, right? So it's a process. You will likely need someone like myself, a coach, or someone else to help you out of this. And what you're going to need is you're going to need to come up with an exit strategy. And this isn't likely a situation where you can have like some serious conversation and have where he's going to be okay with this and you're going to be okay with this. It's likely not going to end very well. You may have heard me say in other videos that you can't get out of narcissistically abusive relationships unscathed. So you're going to need an exit plan, and this is going to have to be something that you leave pretty quickly, right? This isn't going to be something like, oh, hey, we're going to leave next week and let's go through the separation. This is going to be a rip the Band-Aid off type of approach, in particular if your kids are this invested and that sort of thing. So if you or anyone else needs my help, if you would like to work with me one-on-one, that is the quickest way to get my help. And you can go to mattpfeiffercoaching.com and book a session with me. We start up with a consultation. But if you'd like to ask a question that you'd like to have answered on my YouTube channel, just go to Just Ask Matt at mattpfeiffercoaching.com. Just Ask Matt at mattpfeiffercoaching.com, and I'll answer your email right here. Just keep the email very brief, 2 to 3 paragraphs max, just so I can get through the email right here on the channel. I'll keep everything confidential, and I will talk to you soon.